Share the most updated IAPP CIPP-US exam dumps to assess your preparation level. 1. Once a breach has been definitively established, which task should be prioritized next? A. Involving law enforcement and state attorneys general. B. Determining what was responsible for the breach and neutralizing the threat. C. Providing notice to the affected parties so they can take precautionary measures. D. Implementing remedial measures and evaluating how to prevent future breaches. Two. Which of the following state laws has an entity exemption for organizations subject to the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, GLBA? A. Nevada Privacy Law. B. California Privacy Rights Act. C. California Consumer Privacy Act. D. Virginia Consumer Data Protection Act. 3. Which of the following best describes private sector workplace monitoring in the United States? A. Employers have broad authority to monitor their employees. B. U.S. federal law restricts monitoring only to industries for which it is necessary. C. Judgments in private lawsuits have severely limited the monitoring of employees. D. Most employees are protected from workplace monitoring by the U.S. Constitution. 4. Which of the following describes the most likely risk for a company developing a privacy policy with standards that are much higher than its competitors? A. Being more closely scrutinized for any breaches of policy. B. Getting accused of discriminatory practices. C. Attracting skepticism from auditors. D. Having a security system failure. 5. What is the main purpose of requiring marketers to use the wireless domain registry? A. To access a current list of wireless domain names. B. To prevent unauthorized emails to mobile devices. C. To acquire authorization to send emails to mobile devices. D. To ensure their emails are sent to actual wireless subscribers. 6. Which of the following best describes the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, APEC, principles? A. A Bill of Rights for individuals seeking access to their personal information. B. A Code of Responsibilities for medical establishments to uphold privacy laws. C. An international court ruling on personal information held in the commercial sector. D. A baseline of marketers' minimum responsibilities for providing opt-out mechanisms. 7. Which of the following accurately describes the purpose of a particular federal enforcement agency? A. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, has established mandatory privacy standards that can then be enforced against all for-profit organizations by the Department of Justice, DOJ. B. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, is authorized to bring civil enforcement actions against organizations whose website or other online service fails to adequately secure personal information. C. The Federal Communications Commission, FCC, regulates privacy practices on the Internet and enforces violations relating to websites' posted privacy disclosures. D. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, is typically recognized as having the broadest authority under the FTC Act to address unfair or deceptive privacy practices. 8. Under state breach notification laws, which is not typically included in the definition of personal information. A state identification number. B. First and last name. C. Social Security number. D. Medical information. 9. What does the Massachusetts Personal Information Security Regulation require as it relates to encryption of personal information? A. The encryption of all personal information of Massachusetts residents when all equipment is located in Massachusetts. B. The encryption of all personal information stored in Massachusetts-based companies when all equipment is located in Massachusetts. C. The encryption of personal information stored in Massachusetts-based companies when stored on portable devices. D. The encryption of all personal information of Massachusetts residents when stored on portable devices. 10. Which action is prohibited under the Electronic Communications Privacy Act of 1986? A. Intercepting electronic communications and unauthorized access to stored communications. B. Monitoring all employee telephone calls. C. Accessing stored communications with the consent of the sender or recipient of the message. D. Monitoring employee telephone calls of a personal nature.